What is good, friends, and welcome back. Welcome back for those who tune in for the tune in for the WRK versus GG. Not the most exciting Warbound finale, but it is what it is. Welcome back, friends. We have a 1 hour pre-match special. Scopes is going to join us soon. He's about to call me on Discord, and we're gonna talk about this Warbound right now. We are in Hawaii. Happy Sunday, everyone, by the way. Maybe it's Monday morning for you. This is the Hawaii map, and S40. Let's go! S40 have WRK save zone, literally, yeah, save zone right there, until GOTH can rescue them. So GOTH, you don't see them, but all the bases are right there. They don't even have claim land at the doorstep of PF58. I don't think they need any. They're just blocking them and allowing some naval battle to happen. There was a rebellion yesterday. Some strong PF58 players burned some bases until Brian Griffin and Peter Griffin went to the rescue, and they absolutely cock slap those two strong PF58 players, Gao Gao and Rao. So that was quite entertaining. Now we have Nova that just captured the Ocean Strike Station. They are building away, and they should block. But I think that ILC, being mostly a Chinese alliance, they are catching some Z. They are sleeping. So nothing's gonna happen, and they just triggered the battle sector. Fortunately for ILC, they don't have any bases inside. Otherwise, we would have a show. S40, yeah, S40 is stronger than WRK for sure. Yeah. In this conquest, maybe the next Warbound, we will see WRK having a legendary theme. Oh, he called. Okay. But no, in the conquest, WRK definitely a bit weaker than S40. S40 is still the big boy. S40 should have been playing against GOTH in this map. They are at the opposite side, so nothing's gonna happen until the blockhouse will open. If the 4-2 opens, yeah, if the 4-2 opens, they can reach out. So my apology. I'm not used to this map. I'm not a big fan of the map. So in 4 days, 20 hours, GOTH will be able to reach WRK and say hello. So they can access. What will happen is they will gangbang them and delete everything. That's what's gonna happen. Let me look when the blockhouse will open. 11 days. Oh, okay. They have a week to destroy everything. And what S40 should do, they should build everything. They will have to, if they want to brace for impact, because S40, they cannot they cannot fight two alliances, despite how strong they are. I don't think they can even fight GOTH alone. And GOTH is the strongest alliance, even though they are not strong on paper, not as strong as they are against S40 on paper. Who is teaming up with who? Hey Mag, I can't find a Vanguard bomber skin. There's no Vanguard bomber. That's why. The team, we have no team. But technically we should be with S40, but we're not. So it's ILC with S40, us, but no, and PF58. That is the team versus GOTH, Nova, WRK, and S2. Oh, Crystal, welcome back. It's been a long time. A week. GOTH 11, Pampa. Pampa. So scope should be. So your money is on GOTH or S40. If there is any S40 supporter, please chime in. We will not throw rocks at you. We will respect you. We just want to know if it was a mistake or you really believe in God. Because let's face it, S40 could win this Warbound if they want to. Hey, Legacy, they can win. Both teams are actually on par in power. They have the exact mamish technically, but realistically we're not. So I my train of thought derailed. I was about to say S40, they could win this Warbound if they want, because technically both teams are on par in power. They have exactly the same power. Okay, it's the activity that makes the difference. So if S40 had a little huddle and they said to themselves, listen, we need to change our approach. We have to make more groups. We have to capture more building early in Warbound. They have a chance to win if they have what it takes. If their willpower is there, if they have the willpower, should I say, they can win this. It's up to them. It's either fight or flight. Some of you guys predict that they will not show up. I think they will show up. Any idea to get a Liberty Bomber skin? Yeah, money. Maybe some skin will come back at the museum, which is the case. You just have to wait, be patient. But if no one wants to help S40, then how S40 is going to win? Well, Larson, that is a good question, and I have a good answer for you. Even if we help S40, we're not going to be able to make them win. We can't even win against S2, so never mind S40. Okay? It's not going to work. Oh, can I make a poll? Is it too late to make a poll? How do you make a poll? Maybe don't tell S40 what to do. I have my money on God. I don't think they need my help. If they didn't figure this out already, they're pretty much screwed, my friend. I don't know how to make a poll. I should have, it's too late now. Is it? Maybe. But yeah, S40, they can win this if they want. It's up to them. It's entirely up to them. It's not like they're facing, it's not like the previous Warbound WRK against GG. They had more power, therefore it's much easier to overcome. But in that case, they have exactly the same amount of power. They should be able to deal with that. Maybe they don't want to. What's happening here? I see movement. This guy, Mr. Farmer, 629. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'm going to call scopes right there. So we are in comms. Stand by, people. Beautiful people.
Good evening, sir.
What's up?
Oh,
There you go. How are
I ain't
you,
got the
Scopes?
fancy ones.
Yeah. How are you,
I got the
brother?
scary ones, but not the fancy ones, sir.
Oh, let me.
Yeah, like. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Why are you running?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good though, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So, Scopes, I will tell you. Last time you didn't behave, so watch your language. We're on stream.
I didn't behave.
You did behave. You did
Oh,
behave.
you actually scared me then. I was like, what?
No,
Always behave. I do this all day, every day.
Yeah, I know.
My bad. Scared me a little bit though.
You're gonna go to heaven.
Oh snap!
So we welcome to this pre-match special before Warbound. It will start in about 50 minutes. Last time, what did we see last time?
What did we see?
I saw two teams of the same power, on par in power, but one team dominate the other one. How? Explain me that.
This is very true. From my expertise eyeballs, bearing in mind I don't have much expertise in the sense of end game, high level epic gameplay, but from what I could see, not all, but 90% of the situation and the result came down to the Air Force difference. Maybe I'm wrong because again, this is technically, it's not like a whole alliance. It's just the 30 chosen versus another 30 chosen. So you would assume it's the 30 best of each alliance. And unfortunately, one alliance just has a little bit more power and collector level than the other. And I think that's what really just sets it apart, that they have the more collected levels. But I might be wrong, maybe the other team does have more. But from what I could tell, it was like almost every base from S40 it's not S40, from GOTH had a 1 billion power, almost every single one. But yet S40, unfortunately, it was very far and few between that had 1 billion power. So I don't know. That's just from what I could tell. The Air Force was just way too strong from GOTH. What about you? What is your personal opinion on why that was the result?
I think that what you said is worth. It's important. What you said, the collector level. Everything now is about collector level. If you look, who has the highest collector level right now? It's Rumarm OG with 114. Then the biggest collector level is Mao with 109. We have Vikari, Azerbaijan, and then another GOTH. You know what? It's S40 is up there, but I believe overall. You know what? I think it's on par in collector level. I'm watching the ranking for the collector, and it's not lopsided. It's not like it's a god domination. S40 is up there. So I believe, well, that how God operate. God operate, they are very active in Discord voice chat. Okay? And when I was in God, I played 2 conquests in God, maybe 3, at least 2. And at all time, they have 30 plus members in their voice chat.
Yeah, do you know if S40 use voice chat a lot or
I have
not
no idea.
Anywhere near to the level?
I doubt.
Okay. Could that be the final decider?
I doubt that they use it on the same level as GOTH. I highly doubt that, because that was the first thing that strike me. The amount of members in their voice chat. They're really active in voice chat, and it helps you coordinate. First of all, it's much easier for the R4 with tagging. They don't have to worry about tag and do multiple things at once. They don't have to multitask. They can focus on their game and just call the shot in voice chat, as long as you know what you're doing. Like, it's not voice chat, it's not for small talk. It's just to go there, do that, and that's it. So it doesn't It's not polluted with garbage, but I think they know how to work it, and it's efficient, and they prove that it's the way to win, because every time they had to move or move their troops to a certain location, they were very effective. They could mobilize in a timely manner, right?
I mean, by timely manner, it was almost instant. The moment something happened, before I even had a chance to pan, a rally is forming upon my screen. So it was instantaneous. The moment something happened, they were there.
So with tags, it only works when you see them. Mind you, in Warbound or Hegemon, the area is quite small. But sometimes you may be locked in a battle and you realize that this battle is useless, and you miss the tag that someone put 20 minutes ago where you are under heavy attack and this is where you should belong, right? Well, this doesn't happen because everybody's in comm and voice chat, and they have a good synergy. They can react quick, and they're always one step ahead of their opposition. So what happens is, when you're one step ahead, the opposition is always reacting to your move, so they don't have the initiative anymore.
Yeah.
All right. And at this point, everything starts to fall apart. So maybe this time they learned their lesson, because it could go for a third match. Who knows?
Dude, so this was a question I did have ready and wanted to ask you, was on a percentage scale, how much do you think the S40 have sat down, or not necessarily like sat down as the phrase goes, gone into a voice call together after that first initial, that first initial battle they had? That, what do you think's the chance they sat down and just, spoke to each other and said, okay, what could we do to change this? And actually came up with a plan to even try something different, because, if they do what they done last time, it's not going to work. So what's the chance they actually sat down and formulated a plan together to try and come up with a better outcome?
Ooh, the odds are quite small. It's
really?
Not
you don't think they want it that bad?
I don't know. I don't know what's their mindset, but remember that it will be their third game against GOTH. They played against each other the knockout, where they got totally dominated, like it was a landslide. Now for the first match in Warbound, it was better, but I think they are a little bit disappointed of their performance. And if they had to do the right thing, we should have seen it last match. I think now it's too late. It's very hard to change your mindset when you're used to something as a veteran. Trying something else and open your mind to trying something else is difficult.
Yeah. So I guess the next question is then, from an outside perspective, because sometimes genuinely having an outside perspective can actually change a lot. What do you think is just something small that they could change, or not necessarily a change, but what do you think that they need to do differently in order to actually possibly have a better outcome?
Is
there anything you noticed?
They have to make more groups.
Right, okay.
If you notice GOTH, maybe you did not, but notice that, pay attention. Even the biggest commanders are making rallies or donating to army groups.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you push for that, you should be able to overcome the enemy just by flooding them with troops. And because in Hegemon, in Warbound, there's no such thing as base defense. You notice that bases go poof instantly, like it's a matter of seconds, not even 10 seconds, right? So you have to be on the offense, and to be able to push, you need some groups and lots of them, and with strong troops. You cannot just stay inside your base.
Yeah, I mean, in the last, even half an hour, like the whole second half of that the Hegemon, I noticed that it was pretty much people just dropping in solo. They wouldn't even drop in as a whole team. It was just one might drop in, a second might drop in, and then it was just a casual drip of bases coming back in. and it's just not. That's never going to work. You need either the entire team to drop in, all make rallies, or it's just not going to work with just being, just one dropping in at a time. Now, the only way they could beat them on that, the outside is if everyone dropped in and they made rallies or fleets and attacked the other rally. The benefit they have from dropping in would be their bases are very close by to be able to retrain a lot quicker than all the other bases that would be coming from the middle or from their spawns. So that would give them the drop. But other than that, I mean, it's, as you saw, it was just a total bloodbath. There wasn't really much they could do.
Yep. It's all attack. It's the alliance that can make the most amount of rallies that will win, because once you start getting burned, by the time you elaborate a plan and form groups, it's only 1 hour, so you don't have time to screw around, right? So once you're on your heels and getting pushed back, I think it's already too late. It's even with the buff, I don't think, like, your fate is sealed. It's too late for that. So you really have to push hard at the beginning, capture whatever you can, and push until you defeat that first wave of defense, first line of defense, and then solidify your claim land. Because once you start to lose or getting pushed back, it's too late. That's what I think. That's what I
mean, I 100% agree with you. The other thing is, obviously, I know a lot of people, especially in my hegemon, that people don't waste a buff for hegemon. Now, do you think absolutely every single member is utilizing the big buff, or do you think that some just aren't utilizing it? Because we saw a lot of 600-700 mil players in S40, and like, is that their core? I never actually checked. Do you reckon that was their core power, or is that them big buffed?
I know who's who and who is above 1 billion, but I think that either they were retraining or their buff expired and they didn't want to waste another one because they knew they would lose. But you should use the buff. I mean, the buff goes both ways, right? If you win, then it's amazing. If you start losing, you start with less reserves from the get-go. So it's I mean, you train fast, you recruit reserves faster, but you also lose them faster. So I don't know. But I always use big buff unless I play against a tiny team and it's lopsided against a tiny alliance, but they should be using buffs. I believe they are doing it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it makes sense to do it, especially in a league like that. Obviously, from my point of view, in my little baby hegemons, it doesn't really matter. But obviously, from one of those big ones, I was just thinking that maybe they weren't all utilizing it. But as you said, when your unit dies out in the field and it's retraining, it's also going to affect your score. So yeah, makes sense.
So tell me, now that you saw this last Warbound, I was trying to understand, aren't you guys making MBTs and rocket launchers? What do you use? Artillery?
Wait, what do you mean, sorry?
But you noticed that
in
what shocked you, in your hegemon, what shocked you is you guys were not using the MBT and rocket launcher as much as the other team in Warbound.
Well, no, so what it is there is, in the hegemon we watched, it was only rocket launchers and
MB.
What's it called? My brain's MB. For some reason, I think I saw one singular helicopter the entire time. So that's what threw me off, is no one used light tanks. I know exactly how good light tanks are. They're absolutely amazing. You have one yourself. You love the thing. So yeah, it just shocked me that no one uses light tanks or heli. Obviously, you don't use artillery. It's just too slow unless you're doing a pure base defense, type situation. But in general, I mean, yeah, do you know why no one uses the light tank? Seeing as you're someone who uses the light tank yourself, even in your own gameplay, and you know how effective a light tank rally is, just the little rats going around killing reserves. Why is, why do you think that no one uses them at all in Hegemon? Is it just because of the low HP of them, or what's the case?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's about the HP. It's not durable enough. You deal against a lot of army groups, and well, maybe a light tank army group would be good. I don't know. Never tried it.
Because that's what we normally have. To your question, is we normally have, you know, a light tank rally. We have like heli and MBs, and we have pretty much all the fast units, not just exclusively MB and rocket launcher.
Yeah, because the MB is just a little bit slower than the light tank, but it's way more durable, and it's almost as good to counter the rocket truck than the light tank.
Yeah.
But you just have the
sense.
shield and more armor. Well, I mean, one rocket truck is fine, but when you deal against 3 and 4 rocket trucks at the same time, when the skill shot is launched, your unit just disappear. So maybe the light tank is not durable enough. That's my take on it.
Yeah.
But the MVP is the universal like tank. It's good for everything.
100%. And honestly, same as I speak, you know, last week, that I do feel like it potentially could still be a little bit overpowered at this stage in the game. With that shield is just a little tad too strong in my eyes. But again, you know, it's not the end of the. It's not so broken that every player has to have one, sort of thing. You know.
Right. But the MBT is easily accessible. It's from all 3 camps. Can you move your edge or take my place? Sorry, somebody's talking to me. Yeah, it's more it's truly universal. You can take a base with it. You can rat around. I made a video about that. I like DMB quite a lot. I prefer the light tank, but DMB is truly.
The light tank?
Yeah, I prefer the light tank, but DMB is just more versatile.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, even on my little alt account, obviously I love the MB going around, you know, hitting things. But the light tank, it's something special, isn't it? It just, you get in, smack something up, get out.
Yeah, light tank is good when there's not much opposition and you want to. I mean, light tank, people think that light tank is not powerful because it doesn't pack a lot of firepower, but they forget that they fire so fast. Then they deal more damage than the MBT against howitzer. They just start shooting and they tear up howitzer artillery. It's a beautiful unit. I use my light tank more than my main battle tank, but an army group of light tank, it's not super durable. You have to be careful. You need to know how to play with the light tank. That's the thing. You have to deal with the lack of HP, and but yeah, MBT is just more universal. Sorry, I'm trying to speak while I'm doing something. Somebody asked me to move, so.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm genuinely kind of excited to see how the helicopter plays out more on the field now that we've got, you know, the update to the heli. You know, even if you do tests, right, and the tests say that the heli is slightly better or like more improved than it was, is it still going to be, you know, massive change in the battlefield when it comes to rallies and stuff like that? Because you know, in 1v1 situation, it's always different than in a full rally situation. So it'll be cool to see eventually when more people start using the heli, and you know, just see how much of a difference it really does make.
It's supposed to be. I forgot to try it in game. I should, but it's in my test. It's very strong. It's much stronger than before. I was really impressed.
And that's in the 1v1, right?
Right. That's
in a 1v1 type situation.
Yeah. And don't forget that the helicopter doesn't have the same amount of HP as the main battle tank. So it will lose its HP quite faster if you're not being careful or if you are surrounded. We need to be careful of that. It doesn't have the same durability as the main battle tank. So as long as you're mindful of this.
Just seeing, I think this is you who done it. I'm guessing you've uploaded your. I'll send you the picture now. Someone sent it to me in the Discord. Obviously, this is your video. I can tell it's your name and everything. So it does seem like a bit of a decent, difference. Did you do this test on the old build, knowing that this was
Yes.
coming out? Or?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Like
I
exactly
didn't
the
have
same
time
unit.
because I was away.
Yeah.
Exact same unit, same officers and everything.
I thought about it. I said, well, wait, the update is coming. I should test the helicopter before and after. So I had the idea to test it. And yes, I see an improvement. Yeah, exactly. That's
Okay.
so if you
Perfect.
let me just put this picture on my stream. So yeah, if you look at the picture, my helicopter is about half full and it almost destroy the MB, and on the other side the MB is already destroyed and I lost maybe 10% HP, 20, 15, yeah, let's call it 15. And yeah, so it's, but that's a 1v1. It's not necessarily what happened on the battlefield. It's just an indicator just to compare the before and after. Hey, Night Warpath, what's up?
Yeah, I feel like
yeah.
in a 1v1 situation, Mag, the heli's definitely had an improvement. So I'm looking forward to when you test it on the field. I mean, I've got one on my ult, but I just don't know how much of a difference it's going to make on the battlefield. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, test it and report back. It should be much better at defeating the MBT. It's already good at defeating the MBT, but since everybody and their mama are using the MBT, I think it's a good opportunity to try it out. You just have to be careful against light tank. Light tank will absolutely destroy them.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to get at here, do you think it's worth maybe coming through with a helicopter rally on the hegemon, and that could be something that could really help them fight back? Because as we know, there's no light tanks. Sure, S40 would not S40, GOTH would very quickly probably make a light tank rally, but do you think that it could catch GOTH off guard if S40 just make a couple of heli rallies and decide to wipe the floor of all of the MBs and open up a path? Could it really change?
Wipe the floor, I don't know, but if you remember Warbound or Hegemon, you have bridges, and
You do.
to avoid a traffic jam, you can just fly over the river with your helicopter. So there is an advantage to that.
That is true.
Yeah, so
They can't go over the mountains from like middle and stuff, but they can go over, instead of the bridge, they can go over the thingy. That is true.
Oh, they cannot cross the mountain that separate the middle from both sides?
Yes, correct. They cannot do that.
Okay.
You still have to go around with a heli. But
All right.
obviously, when it comes to the bridges, I do believe the helis still go over the bridge. They still go over the other areas.
Okay.
And even if they didn't and they only went over the bridge, technically the heli actually does fly over other units. So
Yes. Yeah.
it can still get through.
But I think it's too late now to test something in a final match. I don't think they will attempt it. Somebody told me that you should never test something during an important day. You try this on your own. But do they have something to lose? I don't know. They should. At this point, I don't know, man. It's a good question, but I don't think they will go for it. They will stick with their plan. They just need more rallies. That is much easier to achieve.
I honestly do believe that S40 weren't doing bad. They just didn't have enough units. If they had more, I think they could have done better.
Yeah. They need more groups, and they need more groups early. That's what they need. So hopefully they learn their lesson and they will be able to bounce back. I'm rooting. I cheer for GOTH, but I would like to see a third match just see if S40.
It would be nice.
Yeah, it would be legendary. I just want to see S40 bounce back and be smart for a second and say, listen, this is not working. We have to try something. Otherwise, we're gonna lose. So if they want to lose, that's fine. If they want to win, you cannot repeat the same plan over and over and expect a different result. That's called insanity. Okay.
That is true. That is true. So, as I said, I think that it's one of those things. They need to just give it a go. You know, they really do.
Yeah, they need to go all out. We will find out soon enough, brother. We will find out soon enough. Let me roll an ad, viewers. Sorry. I'm gonna roll an ad. And right now. Okay. While I'm streaming, I'm in Hawaii and ILC are under heavy attack by Nova. All right. ILC is dropping with 5% bases. That is the beginning of the end. They are still sleeping at this moment. Hey, what? You need war? I want base to base with you. You can't. But once you reach, you will be able to.
So I asked chat what they think could be something that for S40 to do to improve, and every response was not very good. The first one was get better pilots. Okay. The second one was buy better accounts, and the third one was the only way is to just DDoS GOTH players so that they can't log on, and then they'll win. I mean, there must be something. There must be something that S40 can do to pull a magic trick out. There must be something.
You know what's funny is S40 kept accusing GOTH of cheating, but you know how it goes when there's a rivalry. They're two teams clashing against each other. They don't like each other, by the way. They really don't like each other. So it's like oil and water. They don't mix. So S40...
Wow, they actually don't like each other at all?
Not at all.
It's not just the drama?
It's everything. I don't see GOTH working with S40 anytime soon. They don't like...
I was going to say... Do you think in any way, shape, or form, GOTH might just give them a petty win just to give the 2-1 edition, or not? No. But from what you're saying, it doesn't sound like it.
No. You have more chance to get struck by lightning 3 times in a row than seeing that happen. Okay. They don't like each other, and S40 is accusing GOTH of cheating, but GOTH have the worst track record of cheating in game. So they're really not in a position to accuse anyone. Okay, they cannot lecture anyone about cheating. They have a horrible...
Did I mishear, or did you actually, you said GOTH have the track record?
No, S40 have a horrible track record.
Okay, maybe I think I might have misheard then.
Yeah, maybe I misspoke.
I see.
But yeah. And S40 is... keep accusing GOTH of scripting, cheating, and whatnot. When S40 got were showcased multiple time in the ban list. You know the famous ban? Yeah, so... I mean... If you live in a glass house, don't throw rocks, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But
makes
sense. I don't feel the love for S40 according to your chat response. I mean,
yeah. I think it's that they know that S40 have they're giving off the vibes that they've already given up. You know, obviously the performance was improved from the original pre-match game, but it wasn't enough to show that they really want it. You know.
No. They don't have the synergy or the come to work together. That's how it goes. God just have a better team. They have better units. They have better synergy. I don't know. It's really impressive to see how fast they can mobilize and how they work.
Yeah.
Oh. Ha!
It is pretty crazy.
Oh, I have to show that to my stream. Somebody made a somebody made a t-shirt. It is an actual t-shirt of it's an S40 bending over while a GOTH player is behind humping that player. It's quite interesting.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't like each other. I told you that.
Mag, I got a question. Someone said, regarding the Warbound League, look at what 90 did today. It wouldn't be surprising if 40 did the same thing. So what happened? What did 90 do?
But 90, they knew they would lose. And some of them were, I guess, protesting because it was unfair. WRK had a 19 billion alliance, a 19 billion team versus 14 against GG. For GG, I mean. So already not balanced. But GG, they lost a big player that is now in S40. So that did not help them. And some players, they were in chat and they said, well, the WRK, they belong in legendary, but I don't think that 19 billion is worthy of legendary when you have alliance of 34 billion power. So you have to draw the line somewhere, and for that reason GG decide to disengage or not participate. But I don't think we're gonna see that with with S40.
I mean, I know someone who's in the WRK, and they said to me that the storyline is, because obviously I wasn't up to date, but the storyline was that originally they were a much smaller alliance when this league thing started.
Oh.
And what happened is they actually merged to go to an L4 to go Epic 1 or Epic 2, whatever it was. They merged to go and get the key. But then after the merge happened, instead of breaking back down to that smaller alliance that they were, they basically just stayed together as a much stronger alliance. And then because they were already signed up and already done some of the games for the actual league, that's why they're in that rookie one, because they already knew that, sure, we're bigger now and, you know, we could probably attempt to go to the other one, but there's no chance that they knew they wouldn't win in, you know, the more... is it expert? I don't actually know the name of the second. I know rookie. You got rookie. Is it legendary?
League,
Oh no, elite.
It's their legendary.
So they knew they had no chance to win the elite one. So they said, well, we might as well stay in rookie and basically continue competing here where we've already started on, because, you know, it's better to get first and get more rewards than come, you know, 10th or probably not even 10th and in the epic one and get basically no rewards. So that's the story behind it.
So are you, if I understand this correctly, are you saying that the team they have, the team that made them win Warbound, was not quite the same as the original team they started?
Most of them were original from what I was told, but they did get a few new recruitments coming in with the merge.
Oh, so they reinforced with the merge and they were able to make a better team.
Yeah. Correct.
Well, they got smart because this and GG, they lost a player. They lost MC Cathy, which is a strong player, above 100 collector.
Really?
Yeah, somebody told me that only 15 S40 is in Warbound staging against 30 GOTH players. So GOTH already have a full team. S40, they're halfway there. So they're not quite motivated. I hope we're gonna have a good match.
Yeah, I mean, we are only halfway technically on the towards the actual event starting. Halfway from the 7:30 when it normally starts till the 8. But I mean, it makes sense. You want to get on, get your rallies ready. You don't want to jump in 2 minutes before.
No, you don't. By the time you pick your units and train and activate the buff and whatnot, you don't want to be last minute. That's not going to help. So yeah, only 15 so far. Now 14-1 left. It's not looking good. Okay, back to 15. He came back. Thank you.
I think though it's just like once do you reckon that they might protest as well and just not? Is that what happened today? GG just didn't play, or?
Yeah, they had maybe 6 bases at most.
Oh.
Yeah, they couldn't leave their safe zone. They just went there just to represent the alliance, I guess. But they couldn't do anything. Not possible. So.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, you're starting with a less members or a smaller team, and you're going to lose. You wouldn't see that in any professional league. But I mean, they decided that it was not worth it. So
I see. And with regards to the lead up to the finals, during the semi-finals, the quarterfinals, round of 16, the knockout stages, all of those, how did S40 perform? Did they absolutely annihilate every other alliance leading up to it? Yes. Or was there a part of it where it's like, oh, maybe,
No. It was a total domination from S40. They whipped F2P, which is the third biggest alliance. They killed them pretty fast. Against PF58, PF58 didn't play, so they conceded the win to S40. But other than that, it was an easy win, easy street for S40. Even us, we didn't stand a chance. I mean, their air force is quite phenomenal, but their progress stopped when they hit the GOTH wall. It was like Operation Barbarossa, where it was the last push of the German. And after that, they accumulate defeat after defeat. They couldn't defeat GOTH.
Yeah, so naturally, obviously, GOTH absolutely annihilated all of their matches as well. Obviously, I'm assuming. And I'm just wondering if it's is there any other? You said that F2P were the strongest, right?
So
third strongest, sorry.
Yeah, GOTH, S40, then F2P.
Okay,
in
so
order.
Do you reckon no matter who played who leading up to this stage, the result would have been the same? It would be S40 versus GOTH. Is that always what would have been the case? Okay, right.
The F2P, good alliance, they just don't have it, and now they broke into smaller alliances. They disengaged from Legendary 1. They're in gold. They actually have a stronger team than us, but they're now in gold, which is why we're not happy to be in Legendary 1. But I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. Yep, and they will most likely dominate their battlefield because they have, in one team, they have 2 players above 1 billion power, above 100 collector level in gold. Imagine that. And,
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, this season, the matchmaking is weird. There's a lot of complaint about the matchmaking.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, part of me wants to say I'm excited to see if there's going to be a change in S40 behavior, but it seems like everyone has the notion that nothing's going to change.
No, nothing. I don't think so. I'm hoping for a change, but I don't think there will be a change. That's what you want and what you will get is 2 different things. I don't think it will. I hope, but nah.
So, I mean, we've got, 10 minutes now on the clock till it starts. I was gonna say, is there any more kind of questions or things that you want to discuss regarding this leading up to this hegemon?
No, I think we talk about I'm trying to speak while I'm
There's
fighting.
not much to. Oh, you're fighting right now.
Well, somebody got some really strong jets, and I was trying to not die. But now it's over.
Oh,
yeah.
you've just congratulations, actually. Yeah, you've just got your air tech maxed out. Correct?
Yes. I'm happy with it, but it's still not strong enough against some players. You know, in this
Collectors,
game,
right?
yeah. In this game, no matter how strong you are, there will always be somebody stronger than you. It doesn't matter.
Now, I have a question. If you have like all the big guys that like the biggest of the biggest in the game, they
Yes.
all have every single tech complete, correct?
The bigger, yeah, everyone, like all the big players, they have everything complete. They reach the limit of their Dominion Core tech. They're waiting for more players to complete it so they can progress.
Okay, so there is physically, technically speaking, it's almost like me and you having the test account. There is absolutely
Yes.
no difference in their accounts.
Right. The
Okay,
difference
so at that
is,
point is collector level.
Yeah.
So let's just say you've got two people who are maxed out and they have collector level. They both have the same collector level. It might not necessarily be the same skins and stuff, but they have the same collector level. Will there, like, let's just say they done results or tests or anything like that, would it be identical, or could there still be things that change in certain situations? Does, like, for example, if you're using certain skins that give artillery buff and stuff like that, would it affect, does it make a big difference on the overall firepower of your account, or does it not work like that? I'm genuinely curious because it's new information to me.
I don't know, to be honest. Let's say that they both have identical collector level with exactly the same skin. I mean, it all boils down.
Well, the same skin would be the same skin would obviously then give the same results, but it was just more from what you said. Obviously, there's always someone bigger, but obviously, as I know it to be true, obviously those big boys, they have all the tech. It's not like someone has more tech than the other, but the only thing is the collector level. If you have the same collector level, will that make a difference? You know, other than things like city buffs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if there's anything that could make someone almost basically identical to the other.
At this point, it's something, it has to do with officers and when you attack and your gameplay.
So at that point, it comes down to actual skill and not bank account.
Yeah, yes, because don't forget,
Oh.
there are some strong commanders out there that have deep pockets. They have disposable income, and I want to hang out with them because they make poor life decisions. But they're not the most skilled commander. It doesn't mean they know how to play. They just win because they are backed by the technology, and whatever they do, the technology or the buffs will save them, right? But it's when they collide against a strong player of the same power that you know who's who.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, for me, I think collector level is one of the biggest things right now in the game. It's the most spoken about thing. Like, you know, it wasn't even before when collector level was always a thing. You just couldn't see what other people's collector level was. You know, it was always there. But if I'm not mistaken, it was maxed out at one point at 70 or something like that. Like, you physically couldn't go further.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, ever since that update, I'm not necessarily saying that, you know, that's what caused it because people can go higher, but I've definitely noticed since around that period of time when they changed the collector level that it's been very unbalanced when it comes to collector level. What would you say is your verdict on that?
The collector level is, for some people, it's ruining the game, but it's the only way for Lilith to push the paywall, right? It's an arms race. it's competing spending, and that's the only way you can gain in power. We talked about that earlier this week, I believe, and
Yeah, we did.
it plays a huge role if both commanders have exactly the same power, but one have 20 collector level above the other one. It's an easy win.
For sure.
The amount of firepower and HP you have over your adversary, it's ridiculous. So Lilith found a way to add a secret buff, because the buff, you don't see it, right? It's invisible, so you don't see on terrain.
For sure, you see it when you blink and your unit disappeared, and then you go and check their profile and you see it. But other than that, yeah, there's no visible indication. And I think that, you know, I don't want them to necessarily remove it. People deserve it, you know, especially with the amount they've spent. I don't see there being a problem with collector level, but I do think that, you know, at the moment it feels like when Lilith's matchmaking kicks in, right, it does A, B, C, D, but for me, the thing at Z tier, like the Z part of the matchmaking, the final thing that they do, and I feel like that's the collector level. It's like they're not prioritizing collector level, when, if anything, collector level is the biggest difference, you know? It doesn't matter if you're 400 mil with 21 collector or you're 400 mil with 70 collector. There is undoubtedly, you could have an alliance against that 170 and he's going to wipe the floor with him. It's that big of a difference. And I think that they need to prioritize the collector level in the matchmaking settings a little bit better. That needs to be their moving forward situation for me.
It all boils down to the restricted, unrestricted battlefield. If you want to restrict it, you should restrict the collector level as well, and the bistro officer, because it makes it unfair, lopsided, and it causes a lot of frustration. A lot of commanders, they're looking for another battlefield where they hope there won't be as much as higher collector level. It's kind of a secret buff that is overpowered, sadly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So newsflash, somebody told me 5 minutes before Warbound, S40 only had 22 players. Okay, so that's gonna be interesting. No. Yeah, no, that's not good.
I think someone from this rally potentially is watching the stream, because the rally, I've been watching it from the sidelines. I've been zooming out and I've been watching this rally sit here on the sidelines, and every time I zoom in on it and I look at it, it starts moving again. Every single time. It's like, because they know I want to bomb them.
That's funny.
They got a load of rocket launchers sat there looking juicy.
All right, friends.
Yeah,
so
is it 2 minutes now?
Yeah, we're gonna tune in soon for this Hegemon. We're gonna tune in soon. Hegemon. I said Hegemon. It's Warbound. We're gonna tune in soon. So brace for impact. This is the final match. It should be the final match, but nothing is done yet. We will see if S40 decide to bounce back and learn from their mistake to overcome GOTH. Everybody's rooting for GOTH. GOTH is the fan favorite, but nothing is done yet until the match is started. So
I do want to point out though, if somehow S40 win, I think someone let that happen, because as you said yourself, that you don't see it, there is no way of it happening. So if it does happen, we have to talk about someone fixing the results.
Yeah. So now 26 players in S40, only 26 out of 30.
Well, it's 45, because any of the others could have tuned in by now. Isn't it 5 minutes beforehand? The way it works, 5 minutes beforehand.
Yeah, I think so. But right now they only have 26. 26 players admitted. So let's start. Okay. All right.
It
so
should be up, right?
Yeah, it's on. It's on. And GOTH is in blue at the bottom of the map. They are rushing in both sides, left and right. I see many aircraft, many jets, a flock of jets already at the bridge, already at the airport, right at their safe zone. The jets, GOTH Air Force is already at their safe zone. I see at least 20 jets, if not more. So there will be a lot of action on the left side at the airport. S40 is knocking down those Raven bases to establish a foothold and try to build the airport that will allow them to teleport. And look how many jets they have. S40, we may have a problem because GOTH is running on 8 cylinders right now. Look how many jets. This is unreal. GOTH is ready. S40, it looks like they're already panicking. They don't know what to do. They want to deploy bases. Okay, they're burning the airport now. But GOTH is already at their doorstep, the other side of the bridge. They are staging. Not sure why they are holding on. Maybe they don't have enough main battle tanks. So S40 already built one turret to the right side. GOTH burning the airport at the right side and the turret at the right side. So S40 will have a lead on the building. Now they're building the airport. So S40 building the airport. They should be done building this turret soon. Yeah, only a few seconds left. 16 seconds left. So S40 will have a slight advantage in buildings for a few seconds though. Okay, airport is done. But it's gonna be hard for S40 to push GOTH out of their way. It's the only way they can build more assets is by crossing the bridge, but they have a roadblock at the other side of the bridge. GOTH mobilized quite an army. We have Louis Griffin based in and many ground troops. The only way they can forge their lead is by building on the extreme left side, and this is where they're going. They're knocking down those Raven bases. Hopefully they can increase their lead. GOTH is now so S40 got 3 buildings, GOTH 0. So S40 have a lead of 3 buildings right now. 27,000 points against 0. GOTH focus a lot of stopping S40. That's why they are lagging behind in building. So S40 will almost have a 4 building advantage, but right now it's at 3. So they're moving in, and we see the amount of players.
There is just so many jets, it's unreal.
Yeah, it's unreal. So S40, they have a deficit of 2 players. All right, 1 turret capture for GOTH. It's 3 buildings against 1. Another turret captured by GOTH. So GOTH are at the extreme left side. They will slow down their progress, slow down S40, but right now they don't have what it takes. S40 have triple the amounts of troops on the ground on the extreme left side. So GOTH has to fall back while S40 is building away. So S40 will soon have four buildings as they are building the turret on the extreme left side. GOTH is building the airport. They're burning down the train station. So it's going to be 4-4 soon. It's up to them to forge their lead and build away. Now we have some jets, and do we have bombers? No bombers yet. So they are reinforcing the extreme left side with some jets. Already S40 is smelling the burn. They're backing away. a bomber tried to went through the jets. It died instantly. 3 buildings against 3. So if God plays smart, they need to focus on the plaza. Oh, now S40 will collide against God. That's gonna hurt. Fall back, guys. Yeah, S40 did a poor decision. They got completely annihilated. Rum Arm was waiting for them. Now the jets. I'm always nervous when I see jets flying over me. I know a bomber is standing by. And this is what's happening here. Those ground troops of S40 are getting picked apart by those bombers. They can bomb freely as they dominate. It's not air superiority, it's air dominance. Those poor tanks getting bombed to death. 4 buildings against 4. 42,000 points for GOTH against 51,000 points for S40. The lead on S40 because they build a little bit ahead of S40.
Now, Mag, I noticed from the strategy point of view here, the reason S40 keep getting that lead is obviously GOTH are prioritizing getting their bases and units in that middle section to, you know, basically looking towards the future for the blockhouse. They want to secure that blockhouse area, and that's definitely what gives S40 the lead. But, you know, in the long run, it's definitely not going to help S40 because, if anything, S40 should try and secure that middle bridge, because by doing so, you know, that's what's going to get them to blockhouse. Now, respectfully, I don't see them being able to push through, you know, unless all units are busy somewhere else, which I doubt that's going to happen.
Exactly what happened last week. They really pushed forward, lagging in the building, but securing ahead of the bridge. So that is their strategy to able to focus on the long term rather than blowing their load early.
Yeah. One more has now joined the S40 ranks. Azerbaijan has just logged in, so
all right.
A little late, but he's here, which is
better
late than never, as they say.
Yeah, better late than never, but Azerbaijan is their key player in S40. So when your key player is late...
I was going to say...
So imagine that. Your Wayne Gretzky
it's unfortunate
is late.
to see.
So not much is happening. I see maybe some action on the extreme left side. Oh, some jet battle here. Ruslana against B-52. Who got the strongest jet? And I think it's Ruslana by far. He's going to shoot down B-52, but he's getting reinforced with Isu. But Isu doesn't have super strong jets, though. Yeah, Ruslana have some amazing air force. Really strong commander. All right, so I see a push at the extreme left side where the turret is.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Yep, extreme left side. Hope just based in. Bombers, fighters, ground forces, and Hope will get swallowed like a candy.
Wow. I blinked and the bombers disappeared. That's amazing. They just remind the fighters, the amount of them. It just reminds you of like a swarm of wasps or something. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's terrifying to see how much air force they can mobilize. So the turret is being reinforced as... But you see Hope is playing for himself. He's playing defensive. He's not sending troops in rallies. Well, maybe now it's not the best time, but he should have done that way before. And this is...
I mean...
and look
this
how...
is exactly what we were speaking about beforehand. Like...
Yeah, look how many blue units there is. Oh, poor Christina. She's gonna die by the sword alone. Now S40 is reinforcing though. They are not giving up yet. But I think GOTH have the numerical advantage. Yeah. Oh, I don't know who's the pilot on those rallies, but he's not doing a good job. Red units are disappearing. Red jets are also in trouble. They are falling back. Hope already lost almost 3 units in his base. He's vulnerable now. I would blitz that base right now.
I mean, they have enough units. Yeah, I think there isn't really much, that I feel like they don't need to attack the base, and that's probably why they're not attacking. But that bomber doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage. If I'm honest with you.
Okay, GOTH is falling back. They're getting reinforced by jet. I see those jets gathering. Is it the plaza already? I doubt so. 9 minutes for the plaza to open. And at this point, once the blockhouse open for capture, GOTH, as I say that, the blockhouse is being ignited. So they will capture the left blockhouse. How about the right blockhouse? Right blockhouse as well. So and GOTH captured the armory. So the armory is being...
Oh, they've already captured one.
No, the supply depot. My apology. So the supply depot...
Oh, but it is their supply depot. S40 supply depot as well.
Oh yeah, S40 supply depot. So the blockhouse is being captured as we speak. Supply depot is being captured, and now they are burning the armory. That is bad news for S40. They better wake up and find a solution, because right now they're gonna lose by points a lot. They will not be able to recover from that. Plenty of bombers, a lot of fighters.
Do you think by any chance that, I've noticed that S40 do also have a lot of bombers, that if S40 just didn't have any bombers and made only fighters, they would have a better chance in the air? Or is GOTH's air just too strong even if S40 did that?
Air is just too strong. Oh, something is being halted. What's happening here? Or something is being... No.
No, I think it was it looks like they're just burning the, what's it called?
So supply depot, armory is there. Oh, Hope is in trouble. Hope tried to creep toward or block the supply depot, the armory. Sorry, I always confuse both of those.
Yeah, because what it is they're different names on each side. That's why.
Yeah, and Hope is hoping to get reinforced because he's about to get Gadouche as GOTH is staging in. They should get rid of that base. Well, they don't have to burn him. Actually, they just have to prevent him from blocking. And this is working as they are midway through the build. 33 seconds left. Of course, Hope cannot move. He's completely surrounded. And the siege has begun. Rom arm.
There it is.
Reign of Apocalypse. That's not going to be enough to stop. You see how fast those bases are burning. He didn't even buff. He didn't care. He's done. So he's keeping his buffs and he's burnt out already.
So a quick analysis of that attack right there.
Yep.
And Hope definitely made the right call. I don't know if you noticed it as well. He used the Reign of Apocalypse on the MB that had Arbitrator on it.
Oh.
So obviously the attacking unit was in fact the infantry.
Yes.
And he didn't tactic the infantry. He tactic the unit that would end up, dragging the attention, which is a very smart move, if I'm honest with you.
Yep.
But he did use Reign of Apocalypse, and if I'm honest with you, it's definitely not the strongest of options to use. If I'm being honest, there's definitely stronger tactics out there that Could potentially have destroyed the unit, but
Yeah, air
either
ground
way, he was dead.
but even air ground operation is not enough to defeat such a strong troop. So Apocalypse, Reign of Apocalypse, it may deal. It takes more time because it's multi passes, right? But I think at the end is stronger. But anyways, for Hegemon or Warbound, it doesn't work because the base explode right away. But in a regular game, like a conquest, this would work very well.
Just something that made me giggle here. S40, that, you know, I don't know. The grudge must be real that you mentioned to me, because GOTH are not even allowing one single of those little units that were farming at one of the collectors to live. A whole rally just went to kill one single little unit.
Yeah,
no mercy.
No mercy. Absolute. Like there. No, you're not gonna make any points. We will be ruthless. No mercy.
See, what I'm wondering right now is if S40 decided to just go all out, just take their entire rallies into one of them blockhouses, you know, destroy the units, you know, and everything, like, how quick would, obviously for sure the GOTH would end up reacting and coming to the rescue, but the rallies themselves would still take a decent amount of time. So if they just all at once just went and tried to take over a blockhouse, pushing GOTH out of there, would they be able to do such a thing? And I feel like, you know, they needed to give it a try or something.
Yeah, I don't think they really tried hard enough. Maybe go for a wild move and go all in, do or die. The plaza is about to open in 3 minutes. Many goths are already on site. Many more are reinforcing, and the blue just ate the red. Oh, S40, they had maybe 10 units versus 30.
Because this is what I'm saying. If you look at the map right now, there's a lot of them in the middle. A lot of them are in the middle, and the ones that aren't in the middle, they're actually on the outside of the map, which means that if you have a look at the blockhouses, both blockhouses are empty. Yeah. All the S40 would need to do is sacrifice that first middle and just go straight for, you know, one of the blockhouses, pushing them out. But
they could seize the opportunity while GOTH is capturing the middle to take one blockhouse. But I guess that if they attempt that, they will have a rain of bases dropping in.
Well, but, for sure, but most of them bases will be... Most of those bases are also going to be empty. Out there, you know, sent to rallies and stuff. Yeah,
they will be empty because all their troops are in rally, so...
And it's not like S40 are weak at the end of the day, because, let's be honest... They are still strong units. They'll easily be able to take out a base within seconds.
They are very strong.
Dropping in, so
yeah. They are no weak by any mean.
Exactly.
Annihilation.
They just don't have the mindset. They already given up. So that's my opinion. Yeah. I may be wrong.
Have they got their 30th player yet? Okay, they have 31 now. So 31 players that have points anyway.
So they're all falling back. They didn't even attempt to push the plaza 1 minute 15 seconds until capture, and there's not a single S40 soul in the area. Oh, I see 3 jets though. I take that back. 3 jets. Azerbaijan. 3 jets.
How strong are his jets?
Yeah, very strong.
So Azerbaijan, my alt account actually started in S42, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where I saw he was in S42 in Sen when I first ever, you know, joined that server with my little old account. So do you know if that's where he came from, or do you know if he's an older or a newer player? Because there could be multiple Azerbaijans for all I know.
It could be. I don't know. I'm gonna take your word for it because I didn't track him. I only noticed Azerbaijan when he joined AV Avengers. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
And after that, he went to F2P and S40 Poach Azerbaijan from F2P, and that's why they kind of disengaged, because most of their whales in F2P joined S40. Plaza is now open.
Yeah, it's weird that they've only now just brought their first rally into the plaza.
it's wild, eh? I see 3 rocket trucks. They're getting chased by bombers. Oh my god. Why do you even bother doing that? They should be smart and capture an asset instead of fooling around at the plaza and getting humiliated. Oh, Alfonso. Thank you, Elena Kovic, for your membership. Much appreciated. Alright, so it will be an easy capture for GOTH. Now it's back to business. And what is S40 cooking? Did they attempt something? Oh, somebody is farming.
Look at the top right, by the way.
Top right?
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a Mad Plus Minus might be getting that base defense after all that he wants. Because he has Howies, by the way. It's not like he's sending to... You know, as you mentioned, I don't know why these bigger players are not sending to rallies. It could make the difference. It really could.
Yeah, it could make the difference, but he prefers to play his own game for his own personal glory. He doesn't care about teamwork, and this will cause the defeat of S40, because you cannot think like that in Warbound. In the Theater of Conquest, it can work, maybe, but for Warbound, no way. So he's alone. He didn't kill much. He did some damage, sure. But this is not the way. And another guy, Rachkal, another solo player that never gives to rally. Another individual player. He didn't learn his lesson, and they're gonna pay the price.
Annihilation.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before in our pre-talk, we noticed that it's not like they all drop in at once. It's one drops in, and as that person dies, another drops in, and it's very out of time, out of tune, not, you know, together.
Yeah, there's no synergy. They don't have like a plan to drop at a specific time that could help repel the enemy, but ultimately I don't think that GOTH will be able to capture this turret if S40 keeps jumping. Do they need to capture it? No, but they could oh wow, that bomber disappeared while I was talking. They could make a statement and capture it, snatch it from S40 just because they can, but they don't have to at this point.
The thing is as well, what you need to think about is S40 are retraining 80% of their units from the spawn. It's not like, or not even necessarily from the spawn, but even the blockhouse, or, you know, I'm seeing blockhouse units come from the blockhouse over the bridge all the way around. Like, the amount of time that takes, S40's safe zone being right there, S40 should be able to absolutely repel this, you know, if they wanted to, repel this fleet really quick.
Right.
And
now they're jumping.
You know, make a push. But...
Yep. It's much easier for them to reinforce and consolidate. VN 2000 gonna taste the medicine.
B-52's been attacked
already. Oh, he just jumped.
Bottom right of here. They attacked him with one single rally, by the way.
And now all those base that will jump. Oh yeah, Neto just got caught. He cannot deploy the base. That could be a trap to avoid. If you go after the truck, you focus on the truck and you forget everything else, that could cost you a lot of units. So
Arbitrator is actually insanely strong, by the way.
Oh yes. When
so
you have,
I've just, you know, B-52, he is a very strong player. I've just watched a rally attack the base. He then pulled one of the MBs away, and then about 3 seconds later started to do the attack.
Yes.
And it meant the first arbitrator took all the heat, and by the time that died, the second arbitrator kicked in. One singular rally just wiped out B-52, which is that's crazy.
Yeah, arbitrator is crazy strong for that. If you run a heavy rally with 2 arbitrators, it's almost impossible to defend against that rally. Maybe with the blue wall, maybe if you have a strong base. Otherwise, the aggro locks in and there's not much you can do. That's so unfair. Oh, my base is getting attacked now. Jeez.
Annihilation.
Well, my base is gonna die because I'm streaming and I cannot. Thank you.
So, Mag, I got a question regarding obviously the GOTH now. Obviously, you mentioned in Conquest, you said GOTH would actually be OG, like top tier S21. Do you think it'd be the same in Hegemon? Do you reckon in Hegemon who would win that fight, OG S21 or GOTH?
Ooh, depends who's playing the no money account.
So it comes down to who the pilots are.
Yeah. That player who was in charge of the no money account, he was doing a fine job. I must admit, too good of a job actually, because it was considered cheating. But yeah,
is that player still around? Does he still play or
yes?
No?
And he's in S40 now.
Oh, so what's going on?
Well, what was going on
where
is
he?
He's piloting Hope account, but this time he only pilots one account. Either Hope, he's piloting Hope. But before, when he was in S21, he was in charge of all the no money accounts, so he was multi-boxing them. And when he was calling the bombers and making a rally, like he was making a rally with all the no money account. So, I mean, no bases could withstand that rally, right? So he was, that's what he was doing. But in S40, he only controlled one account.
I see.
Oh, I guess that this turret will be hard to capture. But like I said, they don't have to capture it. Oh, the airport is burning for S40. Airport burning. The train station was burning and they healed, and S40 healed it. Now the airport was burning and they are healing it. So already S40 is on their heel, trying to fix and save their asset. They're not. Oh, another turret that is being burned.
Burning.
Yeah, everything is burning on sequence. So they're
Azerbaijan has just jumped in though.
So this is very smart of God. They are not attacking a single location. They are they are increasing the pressure on every side, trying to disperse S40. Oh, Azerbaijan. Can you guess what's going to happen to him?
If I close my eyes for 3 seconds, will he be there when I open? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Open. Oh, he's still here. Okay, a little bit more time.
So you need to count in Mexican seconds.
Ah, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed that just kicked in, and I feel like it could potentially be a waste of an officer in these situations, is I noticed Azerbaijan is using Thorn. Now, don't get me wrong, she's okay, especially in like a normal base defense. If you're an absolute whale that will last, a decent amount of time, but in Hegemon, you know for a fact you're not going to last that long. So therefore, Thorn's base shield really doesn't give you much of benefit. So that's an officer that you definitely just don't need during Hegemon a lot,
Yeah.
especially. Obviously, if you're a whale in Conquest, she can be good, but I think that's a wasted officer in this situation.
That's a good observation. I didn't notice that. So you're saying that Torn Countess is kind of useless in Warbound?
I would say 100%. Obviously, even in normal Conquest, I think in general, Thorn is at her end stage of her life now, because unless you can survive, as you know, officers cast their skill around 8 seconds, obviously depending on some certain skills like iron stuff, but around 8 seconds is when you cast your skill. Then obviously at 16 seconds and every 8-second intervals leading on. Now, if you can survive a base attack for a solid, 30 to 40, 50 seconds,
Yes.
then Thorn is going to be proccing multiple times and she will gain a lot of obviously extra HP for your base. But if you're surviving one lucky skill, if that, she's really not adding anything onto your base. If I'm honest with you, you would get more benefit from using someone like what's her name, Steel Fighter, because she's instantly activated. It's not like you have to wait 8 seconds for that or anything. It's you instantly got that 30% protection.
Yes.
Same with Uncle, you got 40. Them two together, that's 70. So like you would gain more benefits out of someone like that than you would Thorn. So in Hegemon alone, that would definitely be a good case.
I suppose that he was set up for that during the conquest and he overlooked that detail when he entered Hegemon, because don't forget that he came up late and maybe he didn't have time to optimize his officer solution. But you make a strong point here. I don't like Torn Countess. I don't use her anymore. I don't.
I have also retired her.
She's retired. So yeah, maybe there was a small detail. Mind you,
that is actually changing soon. I don't know if you know. I think it was meant to be coming out in this update, but it's not. It's the update for the what's it called? The skill preset thing, like the officer presets. That is going to be coming to Hegemon, so you can actually change your Hegemon presets. That's coming out soon.
Yeah, that's a problem.
In the dev notes.
Because if you have the wrong officer lineup, then you cannot change that. You cannot change the skills anymore once you're in the Hegemon. Even if you leave Hegemon and you rejoin, it doesn't fix it. So it
doesn't change.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
If you want to sit there and manually do it, then yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, but if you come late, then you can't do that.
Annihilation.
So this turret will burn down GOTH, who was smart enough to attack on both sides, and they finally got rid of that turret.
Central Plaza will reopen in 3 minutes.
Oh, can they build this in time before the plaza open? I think they can. If S40 have half a brain working, they should rush the plaza. Wow.
They're also burning a train station as well.
Yeah, train station. Oh man, it's a total meltdown of S40. Maybe they're going for the plaza. No, they're not.
S40 do not have a single rally in that plaza yet, so
Nor
potentially
GOTH.
speaking, they could. Sorry, I did actually mean GOTH, but technically both alliances both do not have a single rally.
They want to save that train station. I see a rally still guarding. Oh, the turret has been neutralized. No. It's gonna be. Oh, Vicari will try to block it. Yeah, that will be successful.
Will they get there in time?
Oh shit. Will they
It's
be
enough,
able?
though.
Oh yes!
Just instantly.
They're building it now. Damn, they don't screw around. That was quick reaction. I like that. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, Peter Griffin didn't say his last word. He's gonna bomb that poor howitzer just to add the cherry on top. Oh, okay, S40, they regained control of that turret. They're building it now, but it's being stopped. Aha.
It's being stopped.
Yeah, Lewis Griffin is there stopping, and if moving that player will be difficult. Yeah, 929 million power. We have this Arab guy mod.
It does look like one rally is now making their way into the middle for Goth.
Yep.
And still not a single rally coming in from S40, unfortunately.
Orca swooping in with his 3 jets. He's gonna kill Koresh. Easy lunch. Yeah, you have to fall back. So I had hope for S40, but now we know how it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen, I mean.
Annihilation.
Train station being built. It is over. Mao tried to stop it, but failed. Now that the train station is built, they can disengage if they want. They don't have to stand near the safe zone. It's 11 buildings to 2 in favor of GOTH. Oh, sorry, Vicari, too late.
The path to the Central Plaza is open. Get in there and take control.
All right, Central Plaza is open. Lewis Griffin is being reinforced as we speak to hold the turret. Central Station captured by GOTH.
Domination.
45 seconds left. Oh, somebody said most
no.
of S40 left Hegemon or Warbound.
Have they let? Oh yeah, if you zoom out now and have a look, there's not that many left.
So they already gave up. They went home with their tail between their legs. They said, nah, it's not gonna work. It's not worth it.
I mean, there's only 19 of them left.
Yeah. So maybe
Oh, no.
we could have a clean sweep from GOTH. I'm quite sure S40 can't come back. Yeah, it's over, Walker. They're not recovering from this.
The battle for the Central Plaza.
So who's getting a win on their bet? I know, Mag, you actually lost on your bet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 to
correct?
1. On that bet, I lost it, but the final bet, I mean, I won with the victory of.
Yeah, I think everyone in the game won, right? I don't know anyone who would have voted anything different, but there were some.
Yeah.
There were some.
I've heard even the mamas of S40 they vote for GOTH.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh, Cal will get
Annihilation.
attacked by they react so quick. That's crazy. One man standing at the airport. What's happening here at the turret? Zeki will try to hold ground with Neto and AR mod. Romarm driving in with his truck. Reinforce the position. So S40 in pretty bad shape. All their bases are quite busted, but they are recovering HP fast. That's the benefit. That's the advantage in Warbound. Hey, Cobra. So Romarm will drive in. No rallies. Absolutely no rallies from S40. So Romarm driving toward Neto. It's so quiet, eh? Suddenly. 21 players against 30. Oh, more action on the extreme right side. They're going to go for B52.
Yeah, you notice something with B52 as well. I think they're taking the mick now, Gothart. They're actively using super heavies, not
Yep.
even MBs. Just for a statement, I think.
Yeah, and that super heavy survived the whole siege.
And well, you say survived. It didn't take any damage whatsoever.
Yeah,
Not just
exactly.
survive.
It didn't take any damage.
Domination.
So Pompashi doing that artillery dance and song, not gonna work. Everybody's playing solo now. Oh, the siege has begun from Brian. There's no howitzer, only tanks. What?
Annihilation.
That's crazy.
Domination. Annihilation.
Whereabouts?
Upper right corner, I see arbitrators shifting the aggro. Dude, brother, he smoked that base with no howitzer.
With just tanks.
You got
Yeah.
just tanks.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's a first. When you think you saw everything.
Now, do you agree MB feeling a little bit too strong?
Yeah, MB is strong. I mean, as long as you have plenty of rocket trucks to accelerate the burn, your MB will most likely survive, right? It's a question of time. If you can burn in time. So what's happening here? Okay, everybody's converging on Neto. He's about 25% HP. Arbitrator start the siege. Curson will barely survive. No, he got knocked down, but this base is gone. Zeki will be the next victim.
Annihilation.
He's at 75% HP. Bomber died. Nicolas, I think that Hegemon is fine. It's not about base defense. It's all focus on the attack. So now the siege has begun. Romarm 1 started. Oh yeah.
Annihilation.
Easy siege. Now the turret is on block and it's being built. We're gonna see a lead of 12 buildings against 2. Oh, somebody's trying to stop. No. Mao attempted to block the build, but failed. Maybe another guy, Zeki, is back. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. Oh. Bing. Oh, Mao may attempt to block. Nope. No chance. And he tried to get his base activated, but God didn't fall into the trap. How much time until this turret is... Oh, 8 seconds. Yeah, not gonna work. And this turret is done. So it's 12-1. Total meltdown. And as I said that the airport also fell. Will we see a total domination of GOTH? Maybe. So the airport is being neutral. Do I see any trucks? Yeah, Leo is driving with Romarm OG. Building halted. Rorcal put his strong base there. But something is happening. I don't see any siege. Oh, there you have it. There you go. So the base will melt. And he's gone. Too bad we can't witness C4 chat after this show. Well, you guys can witness it. Can witness it if I stream it. Just saying.
What's up? Sorry.
No, sorry. Somebody said in chat that too bad we can't see the C4 chat. I said we can if I stream it.
Oh.
Who knew that?
I mean,
streaming,
while you're spectating, you can't see it, can you?
No,
Okay.
while I spec, but after I can.
Ah, okay. I mean, they've only got one final. S40 should be able to, with the remaining people, just hold this one thing, right? Oh, actually, wait. Yeah. If the entire of S40 all just focus that one side, they
could.
should be able to hold it.
They can, but I don't think they want.
Yeah. I feel like they've given up. There's only 3 of them trying.
Reign of Apocalypse, he dodged that tactic. Smart move from Neon.
Domination.
Boop. So Vicari is there. Slamjack is bracing for impact. The siege has begun. Everybody's following up. Slamjack lost his super heavy. That was a decent base defense, but too little too late. Oh, the turret has been taken by GOTH now. They can save it. Do they have jumps? Do they have the willpower to do so? I don't think so. At this point, it's pretty much over. We have a blocker, B52 and Rachkal. They're gonna block this burn, attempt to fix it. So GOTH should have what it takes to burn that base, but now those bases will be guarded by howitzers. Oh no, too late. B52 is already being engaged. There you have it. No more B52. We went from B52 to B0 in 3 seconds. Yeah, they have 15 minutes to make it a 14-1, and they are, yep, they are in good shape to do so. The turret, the final turret, the last turret of this Warbound, the only remaining asset of S40 is being burned, and we have this guy, Blue Thunder, to the rescue. He's thinking of fixing this turret. He's slowly driving. He's not convinced though. Should I go or not? Yeah, he will successfully fix it. He's a brave boy with 5% base. Yeah, they're just toying with that guy.
I've just seen them, man. He pulled his units out and put them back in to get off of the original MB, but he died before the units could even fire on the second thing, so...
It's an old reflex that doesn't work in this particular situation, because when you do that, you just reset the aggro. So the sieging party is not being engaged for a few seconds, and you're still losing HP. And when you lose HP at 5%,
you're dead.
You're dead. So old reflex. It's a muscle memory.
For sure.
All right, so B52L fixing. We're gonna play the musical bass here. Oh yeah, when you drop at 5%.
Annihilation.
Oh, Rachkal is coming back. He's coming back to fix it. No. Oh, will that be enough to burn that truck? Maybe, maybe. Yep, they got him. Vicari is back. 6% base.
Domination.
Alright, they're not wasting any time. Slamjack starting the siege, and he's done. They just have to hold on the... they just have to hold the line and prevent any fixture. But even when they fix, they're getting blown up. Yeah, I think GOTH is the strongest alliance in Warpath. I can't wait to see the fourth level 2 open and then Conquest to see how strong GOTH will be against S40. Oh, S40 is fixing the turret now. They're building it. Oh my. They got tricked by this weaker player. Yeah, too late. The turret is built. They have to burn it down once again. Did I expect this? I did not expect S40 to quit. I expected victory from GOTH, but not like that.
I must say, Mag, again, it could just be rumors. I don't know. But apparently in the Alliance chat, before Hegemon started, Azerbaijan was stating that he was just going to skip out.
Skip out the Warbound?
The whole Warbound. Yeah. Whether it's true, I don't know. But that's what has been reported.
Maybe it's a rumor because he changed his mind.
True. He did eventually come.
I don't see anything positive if S40 will lose this conquest. They lost this Warbound. They were confident they would dominate. Being a little bit arrogant, but that's fine. I mean, it's part of the banter. But if they lose this Warbound and if they lose this Theater of Conquest, because WRK, they wanted to make a 4v4, make a statement that if they win against S40, it will be a 4v4, like no unfair or no fixed, without rigging the conquest, right? So if S40 lose this conquest, they may lose some members.
So what is the current lineup in Conquest? Who's the 4 teams versus the other 4?
So we have GOTH with WRK, Server 2 and Nova against us, S40, PF58 and ILC. And so far it's not looking good for us. I mean, we're not safe zone, but we are close to, and it's we're not going to be able to save S40 even though we chose not to help S40, but even if we help them, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Friends, 8 minutes left. The plaza is being captured and it's a landslide. GOTH is the tidal wave. They just swept S40, 14 buildings to 0. It's safe to say that at this point they secure the W. Almost 1,300,000 points versus 300,000 points for S40.
I've just noticed something, Mag. If you have a look over on the left-hand side, you got Lois Griffin's base there. Not one single unit is in that base. That is a Chad move right there. I mean, every single one of Lois Griffin's units is over on that right-hand side.
Yeah. Empty base.
That's amazing.
Feeding rallies. And if that base is about to get blown up, they will just jump and reinforce this position. But GOTH decided to focus on rally, on army groups rather than play individual. And that paid dividend. Oh, now GOTH is going for those farmers, denying them any points. Deny them any points. Who knew that farming was a dangerous task? But those 2 units are getting bombed to death. There you go. Bad matchmaking force players to sell accounts. I see too many players with for sale tags. Yes. Who said that? Boss Alliance? Yeah, but I mean, people are always selling and buying. But I see like a trend in S40 now. I see more bases for sale. Yeah, somebody said they ran out of airlift. That's possible. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left.
It does. It doesn't look like they are going to be able to do much here. Their performance wasn't even increased from last one.
No, it actually decreased, I think. But the first 10 minutes was like a deja vu.
Yeah.
They went early to capture those assets, but too little rallies and the lack of willpower sealed their fate. It was not a counter performance, but at like midway through Conquest, they realized it was hopeless. So, oh, Ertugul, say goodbye to your howitzer. I mean, the amount of Air Force in the sky from GOTH. Somebody told me that everybody agreed to build fighters, mostly fighters, and when it's time to assemble bombers, they convert. That's what I heard. Oh, they said GOTH cheated again? Come on. Really? Let's see the chat. After this Warbound, I'm going to stream the chat and see what's going to happen. There will be some insults. There will also be some congratulations, but I'm sure there will be a lot of insults. Three minutes until this Warbound is over. If you see everything blue, it's not a glitch. GOTH sealed every single building. They have another W under their belt. Oh, Ertugul will die. There you go. Lost another Howie. Didn't pay attention. Ramarmoji threw a tactic that landed beautifully. Oh, BMW got a good bomber. Of course, it's a classic. When one team is getting defeated, they always accuse of cheating or whatnot. 4 super. Brian Griffin is just trolling them with 5 super heavies. Oh yeah, I remember S40. They had some super heavies to capture the plaza, and they made fun of them. Since then, S40 didn't make any more super heavies. So just to get them back, he made 5 super heavy.
They've all got super heavies.
Yeah, they're trolling them hard.
The funny thing is, the super heavy actually doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, if you put some offense officers, yeah, it's
That's amazing.
Funny. Yep, a true show of force from GOTH.
Well, there it is.
Good game to everyone, both sides. Well done. Nice play. One minute left. Less than 1 minute left. I'm trying to beat Brian Griffin in combat drill. Me and I are fighting for first place.
If you took this screenshot and asked someone, is this the, like right now on the screen you can see all of those super heavies, is this, you know, a hegemon league final? I don't think anyone would get the question right.
Right, exactly. Hey, what's happening with all those super heavies? Is that why they won? Is that possible? Is that the secret? To victory?
Maybe S40 had the strat, and because they removed the super heavies, that's why they lost. They lost because of the strat.
No.
Oh my god. There it is. G. New meta
GG.
unlocked. Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
So let's see the
Well.
chat. Let's see the chat. Redneck said 6v2, otherwise we don't care. That's funny.
Yeah. So, Mag, I got a couple of post hegemon final questions for you.
Go ahead.
Coming up, the first one is relating to S40. Okay, now as we know, S40 there is a potential for the dissolving of S40, or maybe not necessarily dissolving, but their main people leaving because of the disappointment or whatever. Now, if they go and join people like F2P or PF58 and stuff like that, do you reckon that you'll see a return to some of these other people returning to Epic or not?
It could happen. I mean, S40, before they got strong, they were mostly a Vietnamese alliance. They were quite small, but there was always Mao and the other guy, Tandat, I think he sold his account. They were the two most powerful commanders from S40. And then what happened is they kind of merged with mass. A lot of mass players, including Neto, B52. He purchased many accounts to bring them in S40, and this is when they became strong, very strong. They reached their peak power at this very moment, and then more whales from F2P join in. So if some player could leave and some player could decide, well, you know what, maybe this legendary is not fun anymore since we don't have allies. I see a shift. Some will join a smaller alliance, some will maybe form another alliance. I don't know what's gonna happen, but maybe they will not dissolve. I don't know. Right now, PF58, their only ally, it's not looking great for them. Last conquest, they were being carried by their ally to be competitive, and this time all the no money accounts are struggling. We have Gao Gao and Rao, the big two whales of PF58. One of them is selling his account. I don't know what's going to happen to the other one, but it's not looking great for PF58. I don't see them. If S40 disengage from Legendary 1, PF58 will disengage as well.
I see.
Because they're kind of both allied, both like their best friend forever. And right now, PF58, they need the support of S40. So if S40 disengage, I doubt they will, but let's say they do, then I don't think that PF58 will stick around. Legendary. I mean, Legendary is so weird.
For sure. Now, if you remember back to, because I never played in it and I didn't do too much spectating of it, but back in the Paramount 1 Cup, you had some of the big people. You had Mass, AVE, you had S21. Are there any of those alliances still around? Do you know?
No, AVE did dissolve. Some of them went to...
Yeah, Mass dissolved, right?
Some of them went F2P. Most of them went join F2P. There was FWZ, they completely dissolved. S21, they kind of dissolve and migrate to 58. Now that is PF58, but now they lost a lot of players too. So it's a shift. I mean, some people they leave and they bring their friends. Some decide to go their way. I mean, those mega alliances, I don't think they're the solution. But that's how the game is built, so.
Yeah, for sure. And where did GOTH come from? Like during Paramount Cup 1. Was there a Paramount Cup 2? I'm trying to think now. I
They
don't know.
were not. Yeah, they were not in Paramount Cup 1. They were in the second season. We played against them, so it was S21 versus pretty much everyone. So GOTH was with 300, and they were also with AV and FWZ. So we had 4 alliances against us. That was a good, Paramount Cup. They had strong players, but never far from where they are, or far from what they have right now. A few conquests ago, I was in GOTH, and they told me that they would look for a legendary one, and I said I'm not interested, so I left. There was no disagreement. I just decided that I didn't want to be a legendary one, and they said that they had a big project of bringing a lot of whales. That rum arm guy who bought multiple accounts, so they brought him in. They didn't have their success in the first few legendary one matches because they were most of the time playing against S40. But now they purchase, or they bring more accounts, and they consolidated a lot of players in GOTH. They are a true international alliance. Before, they were mostly Russian, so that was an issue with the time zone. They were really active during their time zone, but outside their Russian time zone, it was like pretty much dead. So that was like their weakness that they fix with the influx of international and whales.
Right, okay. Yeah, not too bad. I guess I have a few people asking for a couple of questions, and I didn't know the answer to this one. Is Mischief Maker worth getting? Now, is she, like, because obviously the first bomber officer we had in the lounge was Rictus, and he just really wasn't worth the money. Like, he's better than the others, but from a $2,000 point of view, he was not worth it. Now, would you say that Mischief Maker is finally worth getting, or are the free-to-play bomber officers almost just as good?
Yeah, according to my test, Mischief Maker was dealing a little bit more damage, but not enough to justify the price tag. However, she will make her bomber more durable. That's the key point. She's not necessarily, she doesn't deal more damage, but she offers more durability. But I didn't see her like groundbreaking, like let's say Red Heat or Jaeger or Vindicta. Those are really groundbreaking officers. She doesn't have it. Yeah. She's strong, but if you have Dawn, Striker, Lone Eagle, that is good enough.
Right, okay, there you go.
She have one good skill though. The offense skill that gives 35% damage intensity. That is an amazing skill.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, if you're a whale and money is burning a hole in your pocket, then by all means buy her.
Yeah.
But sure. If you're looking for which is the best value, nah.
Not her.
Nah.
Someone here was saying that the rewards due to S40 basically giving up and not trying, S40 shouldn't receive their rewards. I mean, I disagree on the terms of they still got to where they got. You know, they still done well to get to that position in the first place. So, you know, getting second is, you know, if they've done well to get there, they should still get the rewards.
No, they deserve it still. But it's not the first time they do that. The second Paramount Cup, if you remember, maybe you don't, but just to refresh your memory, they ended in the top 8 finalists, or the top 8, the runner-up to be in the Paramount Cup, but they disengaged, they disqualified themselves during the registration. And Server 37, they disqualified themselves, so they reduced their power just under the limit so they wouldn't enter the conquest. So it's not the first time they do that. So they did that to avoid the Paramount Cup and humiliation, I suppose, just to destroy in the gold division. They made a 4v4 that was in reality a 5v3 because Mass was also in the same conquest, but they give all the touch reward to Mass even though they didn't play against them. There was like a secret agreement. So they are sneaky.
Yeah.
They have like weird, and they're like snake in the grass, you know. But it's same old S40 again. But they deserve whatever I said. They deserve their prize no matter what they did. It's locked in. That's the agreement, so they deserve it.
For sure. I got a question here. Is Mag leaving NNN?
Yes, I am.
Oh, do we have you released the information of to where you're potentially going, or is that still a secret for now?
It's not a secret, but it's not yet fixed. But I am leaving NNN after this conquest.
Oh, well, exciting to see where that may lead moving forward then.
We will find out soon enough. I already have a good idea where I'm going. Going with a friend there that told me that this alliance have a lot of potential. I just want to play with
so you're going to AFK. He's going to be joining my alliance, guys.
I can join your alliance, bro, but fair warning, I may bump you one battlefield.
Yeah, we won't be in Gold 2 anymore.
No,
Gold 1? Hello.
that may happen, so just keep that in mind. I'm open-minded.
Our average player power is around 400 mil. So like if we had 400 mil, there's about there's like what 35, 36, 7 of us, and our average is 400. Do you reckon that's enough to put us in Gold 1? Because we're only around that sort of 15 billion power.
It's hard to say. You never know.
It is, and I'm wondering if we get you in, will we still be Gold 2? Because I'd feel sorry for whoever's going to go against you. Yeah, but to be fair, everyone else would have at least one whale like you in their alliance too, most likely.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy that bumped the alliance in gold.
What are you now? Are you 700? 700?
All-time power right now? 823.
Yeah. Oh, you're 823. 800. You just hit 800. Okay, not 700.
Yeah. So that may have an effect on your matchmaking. And I don't want to be that guy that ruins it.
It's already bad enough.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for you and now I have to be online 24/7 to make it up for my mistake. Yeah, I don't want that. No, it's you're happy in gold 1? You're happy in gold 2, sorry?
Oh yeah, we're in Gold 2. Honestly, I actually really enjoy Gold 2. It's Gold 1 is basically a mini thingy, and we're just not strong enough to be up there. I said I might be the strongest in my alliance, but I'm still only 480, and 480 in Epic. It just especially when I don't have high collector, I'm collector 29. I've still got the little pawn thing. I am still a pawn at the end of the day, so. Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no chance for me in it. I mean, I'm technically, as I'm sat here talking to you right now, I'm sat in Epic. I joined Temp for 1L4 just to get that key because, Lilith are doing this weird thing. So, yeah, I'm in an Epic right now. Got some big boys attacking me, and, yeah, it's very clear I don't belong here. But, it is what it is. So I'm genuinely happy in Gold 2. I think it's a very balanced for my level, I enjoy it.
Good. So you're gonna come back in the AFK after?
Oh, 100%, yes. Okay. It's my home.
All right. Any more questions before I end this stream?
I don't think so. I think we are out of questions right now. Do you have any questions?
I don't. I may have one later.
Things you want to discuss?
No,
okay.
I got this. So. Nice plate, Owen. Is that your father in the background?
I do apologize. Yeah, he's sorting out my brother who's on a tangent right now.
All right. All right, friends. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of this stream, Scopes. Thank everyone for your support. So I saw if one super chat. Thank you. Thanks a lot. That super chat wants to remain anonymous. So thank you all. Thank you, Scope. Any final word? I guess not. So thanks for watching. Have a good Sunday, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.